How you doing out there? This is John Wayne Mercure. I was a teacher, world history, American history, civics. I taught that. I taught a lot of government, and I was an academic guidance counselor and a middle school principal and a high school principal. And I'm talking to you as a teacher, talking to parents. Okay, can I do that? Do I have your permission? Do I have your attention? There's a billion videos out there, but listen, I'm trying to tell you the truth about our country. I'm trying to tell you about my friend, Captain Stan Blunt. He volunteered, and I'm talking to you, you military out there, you heroes, you're great people, great men, great women. I'm talking to you, Captain Stan Blunt. He volunteered to go to Vietnam. In Vietnam, he was there for 44 months in the jungle, in the dark, combat promotions from private to captain. And a AK-47 bullet hit his skull and took part of his ear off and a bunch of his skull. And that's how he retired as a captain. But he got the Distinguished Service Cross just below the Medal of Honor. He was first in his Ranger class, parachutist. He was in muck that you can't believe. And he got from private to captain, promoted in combat. This guy's a real hero. He sailed around the world in a little boat, cursing at the sky because he didn't like the way Vietnam veterans were treated. I want you to remember the name Stan Blunt. I'm reading this sonnet in his honor, and I'll tell you why. That's what our country is. We're the Gordian knot. And I'm going to tell you about Alexander the Great. There was a knot, it was an awful knot. Nobody could untie it. And they said whoever could untie it, the knot, or like pull the sword out of the stone Excalibur, if you can undo that knot, you will be ruler of the world. And all these guys are trying to unravel it, and they can't. And Alexander the Great rides up in his horse Bucephalus, this great stallion, and jumps off, and he says, hey, stand aside. He took a sword out and slashed the Gordian knot, and that's what our military does. They go right to the core of the thing, and if they're just turned loose, the way our wonderful president Donald Trump has done to the military, he's turned you loose. We can do it, and it's you guys. I'm asking you guys to help me. This sonnet is about you. I love the American veterans. You see these little red things around my wrist, hey? They've been on there, I'll bet you, 12 years. And they're not even wearing at all. They're made out of iron. Veterans of foreign wars. It says here, I support our troops. This is dedicated to all of you out there, active and non-active, retired, and you active duty volunteers. God bless you. I'm talking about America. These people don't even know what American patriots are. It's you, and I'm telling you, especially today. I was looking at the towers that went down, and today is September the 11th, all right? It's been 19 years, all right? How long has it been? I don't even want to remember. It's been almost 20 years. And when I first saw it, I thought it can't be. I love those two things. I wish they put the towers up the way they were. They look like obelisks, a mystic thing. Beautiful, those two. I wish they'd put them up the way they were. It was with improvements. Modernize it, electrical, with chips, computer chips. And then I thought, I wish they'd put them up. I don't like that spire. I don't like that single freedom of life and tower and of world trade. And then I got to thinking, there can be only one. There can be only one truth, and truth is God. I read it up. I studied it. What I'm telling you is, listen, Sensei is telling you that spire, there can be only one. And they have the light of the two towers. And it's mystical. There can be only one. Us, the United States. Make America great, because America's liberty, freedom, it's you. I'm talking to you, and you know what I'm talking about. I want to read this. This is sonnet number 1256. 1256. Gee, I wrote a lot, huh? The name of it is The Gordian Knot, Yankee Citizen Soldier. You guys out there, ladies too that are in the military. A Gordian Knot sonnet in your honor, honoring our voluntary military heroes. And you guys that were drafted, all of you, I'm honoring all of you. Please listen to me. A modern Yankee Doodle dandy. I remember James Cagney doing a great dance. Well, now he is a military man. He probably break dancing, I guess. But you guys that stand up to the plate, just like Yankee Doodle dandy, just like James Cagney, just like all of the heroes that you know, Volunteering, all of you, like my friend Captain Stan Blunt. I'm telling you again, he's so worth remembering and making a sonnet in honor of him. I've got several sonnets in honor of him. 44 months in devastating combat, the Distinguished Service Cross, the silver and bronze medals, hiding Bronco wins. He always wanted to have adventures. Always wanted to have adventures, rafting down the Royal Gorge in Canyon City. That's an unbelievable adventure. He was disabled by an AK-47 bullet to the head. Always faithful, semper fidelis to America. Rupi Paki was his sailboat. And I told you that sailboat of his, it wasn't that big, like 30 feet. It had a deep keel, that's why it was safe. He sailed that around the world, cursing at the sky. World adventures, rapturous freedoms, liberties. He was free, he was free. Stan, retired military man. Any impossible problem, any Gordian knot, Stan would solve it. Like you guys, you can solve anything. That Gordian knot is being slashed by our military. Donald Trump, God bless you, sir, turning the military loose and making sure they get the job done and staying out of their way. I mean, you see people that they're under sniper fire all the time. Can you imagine the stress? Post-traumatic stress disorder. Yeah, you're under. You could have your head explode any second. That's stressful, and you guys did that, and I admire you so much. You slashed through the Gordian knot of any problem you're ordered to solve. Unsolvable dilemmas, problems, you do it anyway. It's unsolvable, but you do it anyway. You're the military of the Gordian knot. Armed forces, gallant victories, that's what you reap. You sow what you reap, and you guys are strong. Strength, strength. American sacred lives are lost, though. It's hard. So many wars, never to be forgotten, those people that are dead. We can't let them be forgotten. We cannot let our soldiers disappear. They're dying for our freedoms. You're dying for us. Many heroes, so many stories, so many gleaming white crosses in graveyards all around the world. Any freedom we have, earned by gory suffering. Lives, their lives cut short. They would have lived 50, 60 more years than that probably. They gave up their lives, and we think freedom isn't dear? I mean, it's so precious. Their lives were cut short. The hero Charles Province said, soldiers buy freedom of the press. Soldiers buy freedom of the press, not reporters. They didn't buy it. Soldiers buy free speech. I mean, we poets, we just write it, all right? But soldiers buy free speech with blood. Soldiers buy the right to demonstrate, not organizers, community organizers and their schemes. I'll tell you what, they wouldn't be able to demonstrate if it wasn't for gallant soldiers who uphold the law, and you guys out there that are making trouble, you better start obeying the law. Why should we force you? You have to be a citizen or not. You have to read the Constitution, read the Bill of Rights, but you're too damn lazy. I'll tell you what, the military, you guys out there, they're gladiators, and you guys salute Old Glory. You take a knee to that? What's wrong with you? Everybody fought for that flag. It's an oath to the death, your loyalty to America, to the last moment, to your last breath. Parade our soldiers. Be proud of them. Ave Caesar salutamus moritori. What that means is, hail Caesar, we who are about to die salute you. We salute America. We salute America. The stained flags from all those battles, we have to honor it. Dead heroes. Life was so sweet to them. They wanted to live. They didn't want to die. Gardens of cold stone. Gardens of stone. Cemeteries, graveyards. Worms crawl in, worms crawl out, worms crawl the mouth and snout. It's ghoulishly final. They're dead. The last play, the last gasp. Combat with a shout. They died fighting. They died fighting what? For liberty, freedom, for you, for posterity. So you'd have the liberty to demonstrate on all this crap they're doing when they're breaking the law. They fought for the law. And I'm asking you veterans out there now, help me. Help me. It's combat with a shout. To make sure our liberty and freedom is still around. Did you know that 1 out of 3 pilots in World War II didn't come back? That they fell 30,000 feet to die? That they got shot down? That if they got captured, they got murdered? Many Japanese murdered them all that fell down in there. What I'm telling you is this. Hey, they did that for us. 1 out of 3 pilots did not come back. Does anyone even give a damn? I'm telling you, we have to care. We have to revere our history and our heroes, good and bad. We have to understand. We have to learn. We're evolving to a more perfect union under the law. Listen to this. There are 7,000 naval casualties at the Battle of Okinawa. The Navy really suffered. There were 3,800 kamikaze attacks. Can you imagine that's being hit with a bomb like that, coming at 300 miles an hour? Scared to death, fighting back as best you could, and still they got through. They sank 60 of our ships. Well, our submarines, our Navy, they were undaunted. They're not going to back down. It's too late for that. Bravely dying. Young souls. 60 future years are gone. Free men, dead. Valiant, intrepid men. Women too, lethal, moment to moment. Sniper's bead. The sniper has him in the sights all the time. And it's stressful. You go to Gettysburg. I've been there in Pennsylvania. You need to go. It's like a garden. It's so beautiful. It almost takes your breath away. It's so beautiful there. And yet thousands of men were casualties at the Battle of Gettysburg. It's a spooky place. It has a grim beauty. Everybody should visit Gettysburg, especially you veterans. That's what you were fighting for. Liberty, freedom. The Republicans freed the slaves. They took battles like that to free them. We can free anybody. We can free ourselves. Now these guys at Gettysburg, they have eternal naps. They're gone. They're gone. But they're watching us. Ghastly echoes haunting. They have these celebrations, and these guys over there, they're ghosts, and they're smiling. Because they earned it for us, and they gave up their lives. Ghastly echoes haunting us. Fallujah, that battle. Stalwart Yankee heroes, I'm talking to you. Our wonderful men and women. Bataan Death March. That was a terrible thing. At the Battle of Chosin, we have 17,000 casualties. The communist Chinese, we can't get in a war with them. We have to be strong. We have to be strong, and you guys are strong, and you got to help us stay strong. Because the Chinese, do you realize they could field an army of 100 million men? Think of that. We couldn't handle it. Each of them with an AK. Come on, hey, and they each have black belt kung fu's. All right, they're kung fu people. Wushu, they call it. What I'm telling you is, we can't get in a war with them. But trade, we got to be fair with trade, and it'll work out. Trade will help us both, but it's got to be fair trade, and that's what our President Donald Trump is trying to do. And I'll tell you what. The Battle of Hue, they don't even talk about Hue anymore. I saw this beautiful announcer. She says, the Battle of Hue, come on, baby. You're reading from the monitor and you can't even do that. Hue, the Battle of Hue. A lot of our men gave up their lives there. Can liberty be purchased when life is so dear? It's patriots' honor that's doing it for us. Our republic under the law, with a strong people, strong women, talented and brave. Liberty to pursue our dreams, our talents, fruitful and inexhaustible. Policemen, firemen, our military corps, our republic's sacred law. Please, I ask on all of you, the police too, the rangers, the firemen, you guys all are in the same boat. You school principals, you teachers out there, please reach out, render tribute to these veterans, especially in the classrooms. There's a bunch of damn communists that want everything for free. You have to work with your talent and you'll have money. That's what freedom is. That's what liberty is. And it's like Thermopylae. We're there and these people want to steal everything. Everybody's the same. No. That's socialism. Under the law, we're the same. But our talents mean capitalism, getting paid for your talents. And I'm asking you to listen to me. If you're not, you got to render tribute to these military men. They're dying for us. They're volunteering. They can't get enough volunteers. Bless them. Bless you. I pray for you. I pray for your lives and your safety and your families at home. And they got this program where they're building the veterans in these wars now that are killed. They're trying to give them a new home. That's wonderful. I didn't think billionaires would contribute to something like that. We got to help each other. We're in the same boat. And I'm telling you, we got to give them sincere. The word is gratitude. And I'll tell you what, it's got to go viral. And if it doesn't go viral, we're ingrates. And there's nothing worse than somebody that's ungrateful. And these young people are taught to be ungrateful now. They don't understand the blood you guys went through. And you older guys, you got to tell them those things. Stan Blunt, that war was 40 years ago. And now he's dead. And he loved this country more than his life. And I'm just telling you, I'm talking for Stan. I used to talk to him a lot. He sent me a very special present one time. Who would do that for an old friend? He was a tremendous athlete. He looked like Elvis Presley. And now he's gone, and I'm so sorry. But you know what? You're the Gordian knot. You're the knot. You got to cut that knot in half. Okay? You got to go military on that knot. Because that's the way to handle this. I need your help. We got to stop people that break the law. The law is everything, all right? And here's something else. I love all of you, fellow citizens, American citizens. Ja Allah, Allah Ja, pour vous, pour moi. God bless us, everyone. Au revoir. Du gardez-vous, mes amis.